Apollo 11, Moon Landing. In July 1969, people around the world saw something amazing. 3 American astronauts flew to the moon. Their mission was called Apollo 11. The astronauts were Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. The rocket left Earth on July 16, 1969, from Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The rocket was very large and very powerful. It carried 2 special spacecraft, the Command Module, Columbia, and the Lunar Module, Eagle. The Command Module stayed in orbit around the Moon, while the Lunar Module would land on the Moon. After 3 days of travel, Apollo 11 reached the Moon. On July 19th, the spacecraft entered the Moon's orbit. The next day, Armstrong and Aldrin moved into the Lunar Module, Eagle. Michael Collins stayed in Columbia to circle the Moon alone. On July 20th, the Eagle started to go down slowly to the Moon's surface. People around the world watched this on television. Many felt nervous and excited. At 2017 UTC, Armstrong spoke to Mission Control in Houston. "The Eagle has landed." These words made people everywhere cheer with joy. The dream of landing on the Moon was finally real. Several hours later, Armstrong climbed down the ladder and put his foot on the Moon. It was July 21st, 1969, at 2:56 UTC. He said the famous words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." He was the first human to walk on the Moon. Soon after, Aldrin also came out. He looked around and said the Moon was magnificent desolation, meaning beautiful but empty. Armstrong and Aldrin worked on the Moon for about 2.5 hours. They collected rock and soil samples, set up science experiments, and placed the American flag on the ground. At the same time, Collins flew alone around the Moon, waiting for them to come back. On July 24th, Apollo 11 returned to Earth. The spacecraft landed in the Pacific Ocean. All 3 astronauts were safe. Around the world, they were called heroes. The moon landing was not only a success for the United States, but also for all of humanity. It showed that people could work together and do something that once seemed impossible. During the Cold War, when countries were in competition, Apollo 11 gave hope and inspiration. Today, more than 50 years later, Apollo 11 is still remembered as one of the greatest events in history. It is a story of courage, teamwork, and science. It reminds us that with hard work and imagination, we can go beyond our limits and reach for the stars.